Yo, what's up and welcome, I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Sounders career, where today, hopefully, we're going to bring in another center defensive midfielder. The struggle continues to find a player to fit that spot for us. You guys had some good suggestions from last episode as to who I should bring in. The first suggestion was Will Trapp. Unfortunately, he is quite expensive for what would ultimately be a reserve player at this point. Plus, he's really good. I feel like he's more of a starting quality player in this league. So I don't want to bring him in to sit behind Ozzy Alonso. I don't think he'd be happy doing that. I think he'd be very unhappy at this team. If ever we decide to move away from Ozzy Alonso, at that point I would look at a player like Will Trapp. And I really like Will Trapp. So maybe if we do ever decide Ozzy's not for us anymore, we can go look at Will Trapp. But for now, he's just not a fit for this team. The second suggestion was for Diego Rodriguez from Uruguay. That player looked ideal for what I'm looking for. He is a good player, has a little bit of potential to him, and he's also on an expiring contract, which means I could get him on the cheap, which was perfect. Unfortunately, because he's on an expiring contract, he's already signed a deal to go to St. Etienne at the end of the season, so I can't get him either. I also had a look at Ben Swanson from Columbus, but unfortunately he's on loan for this season. He's actually on loan in Brazil for that team that had that plane crash this season where they lost their whole team. Yeah, he's on loan there, so I can't get Ben Swanson either. So, essentially, we're just kind of back to the drawing board here. I'm going to keep looking at players in South America. I kind of feel like the MLS just doesn't have what I'm looking for this position. So, I'm going to keep looking at South American players. Hopefully today, we can bring one of them in. So, to start with, we have a game to play. And when you know it, we're off to face Will Trapp and the Columbus Crew. We have a slightly tired, but mostly starting 11 in there. I've rotated out Chad Marshall. We're going to give Cardona, the center back we brought in last episode, we're going to give him his debut. The rest of the team is pretty darn strong. I mean, it's mostly, like I said, the starting 11. They're just a little bit tired, so hopefully they can make it through this game. Alright, here we go. Kickoff against Columbus, and I believe a new acquisition for them is goalkeeper Bill Hamid. I did not know that he played for this team. I don't know when that happened or how that happened, but yeah, Bill Hamid now plays for Columbus, so it's a little bit of a problem for us. Oh no. Oh, wow, Ola Kamara with the first chance of the game. That was dead close. I mean, I read that as well. I had Torres in the right spot. He just hit it through his legs. Here we go. This is good passing play. Yes, Morris looking for Nico. Now we are through on goal. Nico Ladero! That did not have enough power behind it, and he ended up just dribbling it at Bill Hamid. There's a mistake from Columbus. Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake! And that was a quick punishment we gave them right there for that mistake. Wow, we turned a bad pass into a goal in an instant. That was perfect high pressure to start this game. I like starting games with high pressure, in case you haven't noticed. Quite often you can catch the opposing teams just sleeping in there. What a nice play that was. Beautiful finish from Clint Dempsey. Again, it wasn't very powerful, but at least that one was in the right spot. He put it in the side netting. Beautiful finish, 1-0. Oh my God. I've made a mistake, and I gave the ball back in a bad spot and overran that, Tremblay. Oh, Tremblay. That was a massive play from him. Nico looking far side. Here comes Justin Michaels. Actually, he's going to have a shot here. Missed it by inches. Come on, Justin. That was a good shot, man. We have not had a lot of opportunities against this Columbus team. Ever since we scored that goal, they've been pretty solid defensively. It's been pretty even back and forth. That was really the first good look since our goal. Oh, Olex intercepts that ball and gives it up to Morris. Morris, that's a good run from Jordan. Come on, boys. Oh, the problem is he's too fast. There's no one else in the box. There is someone in the box, and it's Brad Evans. The club captain makes his return from injury and makes a huge run forward to get in the box. And when Brad Evans shoots, Brad Evans scores. 2-0 over Columbus, 25 minutes left to play. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan Morris does not score many goals for this team. I've just reserved myself to the fact that he's just not going to score very often. But he makes good runs, he makes good passes, he gets in good spots, and he's getting assists. I mean, as long as he's opening things up for everyone else, I'm fine with that. We have other players that can score. That's some good play from Jordan Morris right there, and a huge goal to possibly put this thing away. Boy, Justin Michaels. Big play. Get that ball off to Jordan Morris. What the hell did Jordan Morris just do? What the hell is this? What the hell is that? Boy, nice job. Olex Anderson's in. Olex, tried to pull it back, but Olex is still on it. He's still on it. Olex Anderson, he's still on it. Olex, oh my goodness, if he had scored that goal, it was very, very lucky he stayed on the ball that long. I tried twice to pass it and just kept coming back to him, and he troubled Bill Hamid with that shot. That was a good play from Olex. Uh-oh, kind of left myself open here. Oh, there we go. Cardona making his presence felt on the pitch. Ooh, almost got Tremblay sent off. That is the final whistle right there. Really, really good performance. I would say we dominated that game, actually, and I don't remember being able to say that for quite some time now. We absolutely dominated Columbus on the road. That was a fantastic performance from the entire team. Beautiful job. Nicely done. Alright, so we finally have a CDM for this team, and actually, we have two that we have to choose from. The first one is Fabian Manzano. I said last episode, he reminds me a lot of Ozzy Alonso. He's a smaller player, he's a fantastic passer, a solid defender, and he can take long shots. The only thing he's lacking is the physical side. Ozzy is small, but he's a very, very physical player. He has, I think, 80 strength. Manzano does not have that. He's more of a finesse player. The other player we have to choose from is Jesus Marimon. This guy is the exact opposite. He's a big physical specimen, a classic CDM, if you will. What he's lacking is the technical side. He is not a good passer at all. We really need to train him on that to get him up to standards before I really would feel comfortable playing him any extended amount of time. But we can teach him to pass. We can't teach Manzano how to be any more physical, and that's kind of the difference there. Plus, I think Marimon has the higher overall potential. He's 18 years old. He's going for $1.3 million, which is more than Manzano is going for at 23. So I would say that Marimon has the higher potential. So all of those things combined, I'm going to go with Jesus Marimon. He's going to come in and be the backup CDM, the understudy to Ozzy Alonso. Maybe eventually he may take over that role as well. I am also going to go ahead and make one more move at the CDM position. I said I might do this, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it just because we don't have any CDMs in the Youth Academy. There's really nobody coming through that's going to fill that void in this position. So we kind of have to go out and build from the outside here. I'm going to sign Nico Ladero's former Boca Juniors teammate, Julian Chico. I'm not sure if that's how you say that name. It's a cool name, though. He's a young CDM. He's not going to really play very much this season. We'll get him a little bit of training, though. He has some potential to him, I think. He looks like a pretty decent player. I don't know. We just need a couple of extra players in there. I'm a little bit worried about our depth in that position. Alright, so we're back at home at the link for our next match against 5th place RSL. Our first choice starting 11 is rested and ready to go for this one. We may see the debut of Jesus Marimon later in this one, depending on how the game plays out. He is on the bench. I may bring him on a little bit later in this game, but let's get into this one. We're looking to keep this momentum going. We've won a few games in a row. We've got some momentum. Let's keep it rolling. Alright, here we go. Kickoff against RSL, and whatever it is about this team, this RSL team, I never feel too threatened by them. I always feel confident going into games against them, and then it ends up just being an all-out struggle. So hopefully we can avoid that kind of a match here today. Hopefully we can just come in here and dominate this like we dominated the Columbus match. That's a great ball up the wing for Tremblay. Beautiful pass in, and he messes it up. That's okay. But either way, we just want to dominate this. Let's keep this run going. Boy, Nico finds this ball wide to Michaels. Michaels back to Nico. Back to Clint Dempsey. Dempsey turns. Beautiful passing sequence, and Christian Roldan finishes it off with a nice goal. That's the type of offensive play I like to see. When I can get the passes going to the right players, everything works very, very well. Just can't get those passes going to the right players very often. That time, everything worked the way it was supposed to. The quick passing, nice little move from Dempsey. I think Dempsey's like 3rd in the league in goals and 2nd in assists. I mean, he's having a just crazy good season in what is going to be his final year. He's having an MVP caliber season. Oh, Lord. We're playing some really bad defense right now. Wow, that shot from Acosta. And Dempsey's down. Okay. Well, remember what I said about the MVP caliber season? Yeah, that might be over. Hopefully it's not. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Will Bruin for this match. I think he just matches up better with Morris. I'm going to save Olex. I know I saw a lot of you guys saying Olex should start. Oleg should play more, but I don't want to pair him up top with Jordan Morris. I don't think that would be a good idea. So we'll bring on Will Bruin. Hopefully Dempsey's okay. Yes, nicely played over the top, Nico, for Jordan Morris. That is just not going to... Oh, he hit the crossbar! Oh my god, that dink was almost majestic. What can you do with this, Nico? You got some sick curve to your shot. Nico Ladero from way outside, 37 yards, outside of the boot! Oh, he hit the post! Nico hit the freaking post on that. Would have been the Roberto Carlos shot of dreams. Tyler Turner, nope, that's not going to work. Come on, boys. Bruin cuts it back inside, looking for Morris. Not half back. Can we get this back post? We can! And open is Nico Ladero. He almost made a mess of that. That went off the post and in, but that's a fantastic passing play again. The RSL just cannot stop the passing right now. João Plata's open on the far side, and João Plata's... Okay. I was just saying that RSL was not even in this match at all, and they come out in the second half and just tear us apart. Here we go. This isn't bad. Jordan Morris. We get a nice little back heel for Will Bruin, and there is Will Bruin. That play I was not so sure about. I was not playing very confidently at all. RSL in the second half have been an exact opposite of what they were in the first half. First half, they were absolutely awful. Second half, they've been all over us. I was just hoping for anything there. I mean, a back heel from Jordan Morris. I don't even know what I was looking for there. I was just hitting and praying, and it found Will Bruin with a fantastic finish near post to beat Nick Raimondo. Whew, that is a relief right there. I was getting a little bit worried in this one, but it's 3-1 now with about, I think, 25 minutes left to play. Good run from Brad Evans. Evans, get the... Okay, don't get the pass off. Now get the pass off. It's Will Bruin for his second, and Will Bruin puts it home. That was a bit of a sloppy play, but it works. I mean, they all count. Brad Evans just trucked his way through there. The pass bounces off of Beltran, ends up at the feet of Will Bruin. He finishes. It's a little lucky, but sometimes we need a little luck of our own. It's 4-1. This one is done. So what a ball through for Morris. Morris plays it for Will Bruin, and we're in again. Come on, boys. Will Bruin. Actually, Will Bruin's just going to take this the whole way. And Will Bruin completes the hat trick as a substitute. Will Bruin, I'm telling you, man, we have strikers on this team that know how to score goals. Except for Jordan Morris. He doesn't score goals. He has 2 assists today, but he just doesn't score goals. Dempsey, Bruin, and Anderson, though, wow, do they put the ball in the back of the net. Good grief, they are terrifying up there. And Will Bruin just puts the exclamation point on this one. Is this... It's Will Bruin again? No. Oh my god, Will Bruin! Don't do it to him, Bruin! Oh my goodness, that was almost goal number 4. Yeah, now... now RSL's like, alright, we're done. We're good. We're just going to hold the ball back here. We're not doing this anymore. 5-1 is the final score. Will Bruin is the destroyer of RSL. I don't think they want to see him anymore. I'm pretty sure they were pretty happy when Dempsey went out. He's pretty much our best player, but when you can bring on the likes of Will Bruin, that's a scary, scary thing. Yeah, man of the match, Will Bruin. So that injury to Clint Dempsey is a sprained ankle. He's going to be out for 3 weeks, which actually isn't that bad because we have a little bit of a break coming up right now. He's only going to miss like maybe 2 or 3 games, which isn't too bad. Also, as you can see, Jovan Jones is close to coming back. We may have him back before our next game. Just depends on his fitness level, if he's all the way fit enough to play. We'll have to see though, but it's not too bad. The injury situation right now is at least manageable. All right, so the transfer window is closed now, and we're gonna have a look at the top scorers in the league real quick because something we kind of have to talk about. The top 2 scorers are Sasha Kleistjen from New York Red Bulls and Ignacio Piatti from Montreal Impact. Both of those players are leaving at the end of the season to go elsewhere. I think Kleistjen's going to Spain to play for Real Valladolid, I think. I'm not sure. And Piatti's going to Mexico to play for Chivas Guadalajara. And that is what makes doing a series like this in the MLS so frustrating, because I know those teams are not going to replace those players. They're just going to take the hit. They're going to get a lot worse. And for the rest of this series, probably, they're going to be bottom dwellers in the Eastern Conference, because you can't lose players like that in this league and still be the same team that you were, especially Montreal. They can't lose Piatti and still be a good team. New York might still be okay, but they're not going to be the #1 team in the East like they have been. There's just no way. I mean, this game is just not coded for the CPU teams to go out and get big name players. Nobody else is going to go get Carlos Vela like we did, or anybody like that. they're just going to take the hit. They're going to get worse. They're going to continue to sell their good players. Also, this transfer window, Zardes was sold to Udinese and Larin was sold to Newcastle. I mean, it just throws the competitive balance of the entire league off by so much, and it's just so much change, and no good players ever end up coming in. And I hate to see that. It makes it so frustrating to do a series like that, because in real life, teams are actually going out and getting decent players, and it's not reflected in this game, and it's very frustrating. And with that little rant, I'm actually going to end this episode right here. We kind of did a lot in the transfer window today. We played 2 games. We won them both. We're sitting first place now, 4 points clear of Portland. Vancouver seems to be in a little bit of a free fall there. They're dropping down the table kind of quickly. They're into 3rd place now, but we're well in control. We're back in control of the Western Conference, at least. In the East, New York sits top of the table. They probably will stay there for the rest of the season, as they still have Kleishen for the rest of the year, but next year, man, they're going to fall. They will fall. I would expect them to not even make the playoffs. I don't even know if Montreal is going to make the playoffs this season. They're kind of looking a little bit average themselves, but we'll have to see how this thing goes. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when we come back for some more Sounders Career. See ya.